So I'd like to talk about the devil card, the devil archetype, number 15 in Tarot Waite's deck. And I think I'd like to make my speech more interactive as I'm going to reflect on symbolism and imagery of this card. I would like to invite you to join me because I know that all of you are experienced in tarot layout, in analytical psychology, so all of you are familiar with symbols, and I'd like to invite you to just do it together. So the devil is one of the most provocative and misunderstood archetype in the tarot deck, and it's often associated with fear, with temptation, with shadow forces within ourselves. And the devil is the profound representation of our psyche complexities and dualities and opposites. And on the card, we can see it clearly. And now we will dive deeper into the exploring of symbols of this card. So in the center of the card, we can see the biggest figure is the devil himself, and it's a horned and goat-like figure resembling Baphomet, a medieval symbol of duality and integration of the opposites. And on this picture, we can see different opposites, like we can see humans, we can see animals, man and woman, black and white. Yeah, so we can see like primal instincts, we can see different aspects. So if you can name any other opposites, you can just, yeah, what other opposites can you see on this picture? Anyone? Something that represents the idea of duality and opposites. Human, human and animal, yeah, man and woman, yeah. Is there anything else? Yeah, up and down. Grape, yeah, yeah. So yeah, his one hand is upward and the other is downward, which can represent the idea of connection both to like some higher levels and lower levels. And the idea of the devil is that depending on how you deal with this archetype, it can or bring you up or either bring you down. Yeah, so that's another layer. And also this devil, the figure of devil, is a goat with horns, and it can be associated with lust, with vitality, and with some instincts. It hinting on the connection with wild and untamed forces that can bring harm if they are not if they are unchecked. So some kind of natural forces represented by goat with horns that if we do not know how to deal with that can bring a lot of harm and destruction. Yeah. So in other words, the devil has power, a lot of power, instinctual, natural power, but he doesn't know how to apply it. And this is what also happens when we experience devil's effects in our subconscious. We can feel very powerful but helpless at the same time. So as if we are riding like a horse and there is an abyss in front and we cannot stop the horse, and sometimes we do not even want. So this is the mix of feeling powerful and helpless at the same time, which also happens when we are experiencing and living through the devil archetype. And also, in some tradition, the devil associated, the goat is associated with the scapegoat, is козел отпущения, and it's the human tendency to project our inner darkness on other figures, and it's the central idea of Jungian shadow work. Yeah. If you have anything else about the symbolism of horns and goat, anyone? You're welcome. Yeah. Thank you.
All I know it's a bit like asshole also. Good.
Like what?
Like asshole.
Asshole.
Yes. Like козел.
Ah, okay, asshole. Yeah. Okay.
It's also about masculine, like masculine kind of flower. When it's really force and be able to make breaks in the heart. This masculine.
Kind of brutal. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
And for me, it's playful. Like I'm remembering how we played with young gods. Very funny.
Okay. So yeah, a lot of natural life force. Yeah. So the other symbol is bat-like wings. Julia, maybe you can say something about wings.
Wings, yeah, I'm thinking about wings. Yeah. Why it's white? It's the first question for mine. And about the regular wings for angels will be it's like birds, yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking.
Feathers.
The wings of bats, yeah.
Bats.
Yeah, it's a strange wing for our mind, yeah. It's not bird, it's not animal, it's some
Yeah.
for our mind.
Yeah, and maybe it's a reference.
Like something about this.
Yeah, can also be a reference to fallen angel. Yeah, as devils is kind of fallen angel, and that's why his wings look different. Yeah, not as the wings of the other angels, but like wings of some lower animal. Yeah, and
Yeah, the important is that the bats are living in the dark and the night, so it's a night creature.
yeah,
It's also related to something like vampires and some other
yeah.
stuff.
I think vampire is the very good symbol because vampires are creatures who suck the blood, which can symbolize the life force and life energy. And that what also happens when we're living through the devil's archetype. It can be experienced feeling like I'm losing my energy for nothing. Yeah, I'm just giving it away. Yeah. Да. Да.
Bring us up.
Yeah. So it's
It's like in our blood.
the other symbol here is the inverted pentagram on devil's forehead, which can symbolize a loss of spiritual alignment, yeah, some imbalance and misalignment with higher truth. Uh, the other interesting symbol is the devil's torch in his left hand, which is he holds it downward, and it can also symbolize that he is illuminating our lower instincts, our lower desires. Yeah, he's holding it like this, and it's pointing to the lower level of the card where we can see these naked people. Yeah. So yeah, it can represent the instincts and primal instincts and losing the connection with the higher wisdom. Or enlightenment being used for destructive purpose. If you have anything to add to this, just do it.
Добавила, можно?
Yeah.
Sorry. По поводу крыльев и крови, да, у меня соединяется здесь
Груди?
Крови.
крыльев и крови. Идеи, да, летучей мыши и вампиризма. Если посмотреть, я люблю смотреть в какую-то реальность физическую, откуда возникает идея вампиры и летучей мыши, да? Когда идет караван животных, и у ослика, например, или лошади есть рана, туда прилетает летучая мышь или другая там летучая лисица и так далее. И есть спорная идея о том, что они не кровь вообще-то пьют, а насекомых взлетающих. Да, там где кровь, там насекомые. Это для меня соединяется с травмой. Да. Там, где травма, там туда приходит дьявол. Да, и он может быть полезным как чистильщиком этой травмы, но и очень пугающим, потому что приходит дьявол через травму.
Yeah, it's a very important comment. Thank you so much. And this also represent his one hand facing up and the other facing down. So depending on how we use the power of this archetype, it can bring us or to the higher level or to the lower. And the next symbol is the chained figures, man and woman standing naked. So we can see they're naked and in a very, looks like in a very vulnerable situation. So they are very open and they feel to be exposed to the forces of unconsciousness. And the interesting thing about them is that the chain is very loose. So if they want, they can get rid of this chain and can freeze themselves, but they kind of look happy being trapped and they do not want to lose the chain. And it can represent our idea that when we are living through the devil archetype, it's out of our control, but it's just an illusion. It's just that we do not want to take control, yeah? And there is a possibility to free ourselves from these chains. It's an illusion of bondage. And it's a reminder of our human tendency to feel enslaved by circumstances that are in reality under our control. And also we can see that these two figures, man and woman, also have horns and tails. So they already identify themselves with the devil, resembling the devil. And the woman tail ends in grape, which can represent her attachment to pleasures, her hedonism maybe.
Почему виноград вверх торчит? Так бывает раз? Потому что это не виноград.
We don't know this. And the guy's tail is ended with a flame, which can represent passions and impulses. What else we can see here is the black cube that the devil is standing in. And it's very interesting that this cube is very small comparing to devil's size. And it can symbolize the limitations which we face when we are living through the devil's archetype, like the illusion of limitations, yeah, of being trapped and limited. And also the black dark background of this card, we already talked about it a little bit. Yeah, it can be representation of ignorance, of unconscious, of absence of spiritual light, absence of hope and perspective, and can symbolize despair or confusion. So in tarot layout, if you are doing tarot layout for your patients and there's the devil card, what questions we can offer them in this case? Yeah, I'll give few examples. Maybe you can add some more. Yeah, if there is the devil card. So, for example, what am I enslaved by? If there is a devil, чем я порабощен, enslaved? What truth am I unwilling to face? And how much of my suffering comes from illusions? Where have I given away my power? So, any ideas? What else would you ask if there is the devil card? So you mean how do I free myself from being chained to another person and to the devil? Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But the chain is not from one person to another. They both connected to the devil,
Yeah.
but not to each other.
Right. Anything else?
I would just like, is it the same as your first question about enslaved, but I would kind of soften it up a bit, asking like if there's any irresistible.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, soften it up.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And yeah.
Вопрос, ну, где свет?
You're thinking about where is the light?
Если
Mm-hmm.
Light.
ну, часто человек чувствует силу,
Someone with person
там
can
где-то в
feel
этой зоне хватает, да?
force,
Mm-hmm.
силу,
Силу, да.
Мгм.
Силу, энергию,
force,
энергию,
energy in this zone.
как виноград или огонь.
Rain,
Задница.
fire, задница.
Ну,
Us.
вот горит.
Огонь
Us
за
in the fire.
Но нет,
Mm-hmm.
But there is no light.
ну, свет только где парадоксально вверх.
Paradoxical, the light is
Иногда
in the
человеку кажется, что у него нет света, а он
So
крылья
Mm-hmm.
дьявола,
sees the light, but
или
maybe
странно, конечно.
over there. And it's strange. Видишь что?
Конечную
А,
звезду.
пентаграмм. Можно спросить?
Вопрос,
Есть
где,
это?
вопрос для меня был только все-таки свет. Свет
Мгм.
ли это, чувствует как
Мгм.
энергию, как силу.
And it's interesting that in tarot sequence, the next card after devil is Tower, which represents very quick and sudden transformation and revelation. So this progression can illustrate the liberation that follows after we confront with the darkness, representing by the devil. So the shadow, if it's integrated, can become a source of strength, creativity, and wholeness. And that's match with what you mentioned. Yeah, that if we so the devil is a paradoxical figure. It can be both a warning and a guide for us. So it represents the potential for enslavement and the possibility of liberation at the same time. And just a few words I would like to add about what it can represent in a relationship. Usually, these cards symbolize passion, obsession, and dependency. And as Yulia already mentioned, this quality can create intensity, but it often comes at the expense of freedom, growth, and genuine intimacy. So, if we look back to the image of these people, again, we can see that they are happy to be bound by the chance, but they're given their freedom in return to devil for opportunity to feel this passion and intensity in their relationship. And devil may reflect the darker aspects of connection, such as codependency, um, uh, the dynamics where both partners may rely on the relationship their own emotional unmet needs, creating a cycle of codependency that feels impossible to break. And also power imbalances, like where power in a relationship is unequally distributed, and it can manifest as control, manipulation, dominance that prevent the mutual respect and equality. It can also symbolize the unhealthy attachment, fear, as you said, yeah, like our traumatic experience that creates fear of abandonment, rejection, and loss. Um, and also addictive dynamics. Like, for example, if these two people not only addicted to each other, but also addicted to some destructive habits or some some maybe alcohol or drugs. And also, we can see how in this situation, love is replaced by passion. And it can create uh, this very magnetic and strong pull that is difficult to resist, but also very unsustainable. Yeah, and I would like to finish with the idea that we already said a few times, that devil can be a catalyst for liberation from our shadow force, to transformation of our shadows, to integration of the shadow, if we find a way to use it in the right direction. And in one book on tarot, I also had this very interesting idea that the strongest person is the one who can turn around the devil. Yeah, so who can just integrate the power of the devil to his consciousness. That's it. If you have any questions or comments, feel free. Thank you so much.